it Monday. How is everyone out there? I am excited to be here with you on another episode of Make It Monday because I believe creativity is fun, creativity is good for us, and creativity is for everyone. So I'm happy to meet you. My name is Laura Buechler from Inkyfingers Papercrafting, and I have here my wonderful co-host Stevie. He's going to come back at the end of the show. Don't forget to watch until the end of the video when Stevie's going to come back and help me give away one of the awesome cards that we made last time on Make It Monday. So yeah, get a closer look at those before Stevie takes them away. Thank you, Stevie, and we'll see you again at the end of the show. I have some great stuff to show you today. We are playing with new products from the new beautiful mini catalog. So this catalog went live on September 4th, and we are going to be using some of the items from the Nests of Winter suite. And I'm going to show you in more detail some of those items as we go along. But I want to get started with crafting right away today because last week, as we know, was a stat holiday on the we didn't do a Make It Monday. So a very and then I think to make a mini and scored that in the center. So that's going to go like so. But before I do these two pieces of designer series paper on the edge stuck. So let me grab my adhesive. I start today. So who is out there today? Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know what you did on the weekend. I was lucky enough to go to a demonstrator event here in Nanaimo with about 45 demonstrators in attendance. And we had a swap, and we had make and takes, and we had a delicious lunch, and we had socializing and hanging out together, and just a great time. So that was wonderful. And actually, the card that I'm making right now is one of the projects that we made at the event. Okay, so this is going to go in the middle here like this. But before I do that, I'm going to do some embossing. So one of the parts of this suite is the Birch 3D embossing folder.
They need you to do something.
Oh, okay. Then you need to come and talk to my customers.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Mom's customers. How are you today? I don't know if I can see things that you say. Okay, it doesn't look like I can. This is cards. We've got, we have dies. Look at this die. It's got dots on it, and it has, it's a rounded rectangle. And while it cuts a rectangular shape, it adds circular indents to like look cool, like this. Wow. We're using seafoam green. I think it's Pool Party, but I don't know. And this emboss folder, which will print the texture of wood. I don't know what we're making, but it's probably cool. I've bought this bird paper, and I cut out these two birds, and then I got the die that goes with the paper on stampinup.ca.
There you go.
And then you can see how it lines up perfectly for when you want to have birds on your card. And of course, the stamp set also has that. So you can have all three for the low, low price of something. Inkyfingers.ca has more information on these cards. I have no idea. I don't think anybody is watching this because it says 0, but we've been live for 5 minutes and I've been here for most of them. I sure hope my cookies aren't getting ruined because I am absent. But yeah, Stampin' Up's pretty cool. We have a lot of card if you too want to learn how to use this kind of folders. Like, I don't know how to get that. I don't know how to use it once I got it. And I don't think I these things at inkyfingers.ca where you'll learn. I don't know if anybody's watching this.
That's okay.
All right. I hope you enjoyed guest show.
I can't wait to find out what she talked to you all about. You could come in and be a guest for the rest of the show if you want. Goodness. So I had to have a parcel delivery and there was customs on it. So I had to get my credit card. And then the delivery person seemed to want to take their sweet time. Anyway, here we are. I should have told my daughter to do this embossing while she guest starred for me. But anyway, if anybody is watching live, thanks for your patience. If anybody's watching the replay, you can just skip right by that part. Although then I guess you'll miss the gossip from the 16-year-old. Okay, so look at how awesome that looks. The Birch 3D embossing folder. And as I said, that's part of the suite. Now, the next thing I want to do while I've got my machine out here is I'm going to do a bit of die cutting. So I am doing, there are several sheets in this pack of Designer Series paper that have these beautiful birds on them, and they're all so colorful and lovely. And there are 2 full sheets of this paper that coordinate with the 2 dies in the bundle. So this die, which cuts out this little bird, and then this die, which cuts out this pair of birds. So as I said, 2 pages of that DSP. Now, there's another page of DSP that sort of looks like it's going to fit with this die. So I'm trying this out for the first time. And we're going to see how it works. Now, I can see that the die is meant to cut out the berries because that is what's on the stamp set, is the berries instead of the evergreens. But what I'm going to do, what I'm going to try to do, is just cut off those empty parts, and we'll see. We'll see how it works. I mean, that's what part of what being creative is about, right? Trying things out, seeing what works, learning as we go. And hey, if it didn't work, it's only paper. We'll try something else. Okay, so now I'm done with this machine. I can take that off my desk, which is great because it takes up so much space on my desk, along with all my filming equipment. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to put my embossed piece on my mini card here. Let's see. That's what I'm looking for. And my adhesive. So, yes, nobody in the comments at the moment, and that's okay. Shout out to my replay warriors who are going to watch later. And please remember, when you watch, if you enjoy what you're seeing or the excitement that you're hearing about from my daughter, Please leave a heart, a thumbs up, a comment. All of that good stuff helps Facebook to know that Make It Monday is fun and that it should show it to more people. So I appreciate that. Now, I should tell you that in addition to our new mini catalog, which, as I said, went live on September 4th, that was last Wednesday, we also have another publication. It's called the Scrapbooking Digital Brochure. So you're not going to see it printed out, but you can find it online. And it is full of beautiful, kind of like mini suites that are geared specifically towards scrapbooking. And a lot of the products in that brochure coordinate beautifully with things that are in the mini catalog. Okay, so I'm looking at my die cut piece. It is not perfect. Looks like it maybe slid a little bit while I was cutting because it kind of cut off this birdo's beak. So I don't know. I'm not really loving it, but I do want to kind of finish my experiment by cutting off these weird empty spaces. And, you know, I think it could work. If I had not somehow slipped and cut off that bird's beak, I'd be happy with that and I could use it. I'm going to go ahead and just loosely attach it to the card for now, and then I'll make a prettier version later because I've already taken enough time, or more accurately, the parcel delivery took more than enough time. So I'm not going to do a do-over right now. All right, so what else I need here is a little die cut piece from Basic White, which I already cut ahead of time. This was cut with the Nested Essentials die set. And that's just going to pop right under the birds there. And then I'm going to stamp a little sentiment underneath here. And that sentiment, there's a few different sentiments in this stamp set. And none of them are particularly Christmassy. They're about friendship and thankfulness and thinking of you. And that's the one I'm going to use today, is Thinking of You. And I'm going to use the pool party. So we have got the pool party here on the cardstock, and we've got pool party here on the birds. And now I'm going to use pool party for the ink for the sentiment. Okay. Thinking of you always. Now, one more thing that I want to do is I have got another stamp from that set. It makes kind of this half a wreath or a garland. And I'm going to stamp that right on the designer series paper. I'm actually going to use this side in Memento Black ink. Okay. And then I'm going to die cut that with the coordinating die. So this, as I said, is a project that I was shown at the demonstrator meeting I went to on Saturday. And one thing I really like about this idea of stamping on the designer series paper rather than the cardstock is, first of all, it just gives a little bit interesting background, right? And it's subtle, but it's there. And then because it's already got a pattern to it, I don't feel obligated that I need to color every single piece of it. I might color one of the berries, you know, or a few of the berries, but I don't feel pressure to color in the whole image because, you know what? It's not white. It's not blank. It's got this pattern in the back of it. So it's just kind of a little bit of a different way of adding something to your project. Okay. So I'm using some washi tape to hold my die in place so it will not slip away from that stamped image as I'm putting it through the machine. Okay. There we go. And there is our lovely stamped piece. Okay, so I think now we are ready to assemble this card. I am going to grab my little Real Red blend, and I'm just going to shade in just the berries in the center. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do. I should put my zoom back in there. Okay. Assembling time. So I'm going to use dimensionals on this, adhesive on this, and adhesive on this. Oh, I wish you could see how messy my desk is right now. It's quite a disaster. Oh well. Thinking of you always. And after I finish up this card, I'm going to show you more of the designer series paper. Okay, we need some dimensionals. Here we go. So if you have ordered from me in the last year, you should have received one of those mini catalogs in your mailbox. If you did not, please let me know and I will get a copy to you. But all of the products are also available to be viewed online. You can go to inkyfingers.ca/online and see all the good stuff. All right, that is looking very pretty. I did want to do one little bit more of stamping on the inside of this card. Just adding this little, I think it looks like a pussy willow on the inside. Yeah, look at that. I like it. And then, of course, you know I always like to add the bling. So here is the package of embellishments. What do they call it? Earth Tones Shimmer Gems. And it's part of this same suite. And as you can see, I like them a lot. I've used a lot of them already. I'm just going to add 3 more of them to this project. Let's see. I think I'm going to add some of these clear ones. And I kind of like to do like 2 in one corner and then 1 up in another direction. That's sort of my go-to. All right, look at that. That's not bad at all. And then we've got a lovely little stamped image. And then it does stand up. It's a little heavy, but it does. There we go. All right, so let's have a look. Oh, first of all, here's another project that I've made with the same bundle without using any of the designer series paper. And in this case, I used some pearls as embellishments and I colored them in with my blends. So they still sparkle, but they are the same color as the berries that are behind them. So that's another project with that same suite. Now let's have a look at this beautiful paper. I gave you a brief glimpse earlier of this sheet. And on the back is this pool party. It looks like bubbles or snow or something. Very pretty. This might be my favorite pattern. Just looks like birch bark. There's those pussy willows. And then we have, these look like the fluffy dandelions. And then there are these tiny little birds in there. And look at these birch trees with the birds. I love that. All these different colors of the birds too. So of course, what we did today is we cut out a bird image from the designer series paper, but of course you could stamp it and color it in yourself, right? And there's lots of options for coloring. Okay, here's one that's fun. It's got this vertical design at the bottom and then flip it over. And again on that side. So it's perfect for cutting down the middle and then working on a different project. And then this one on the back has these little bird footprints. And that's what I used on the project today. Okay, so I think that is all the things I need to show you. I'm going to show you the original that I made at the event. Someone was asking me recently, I think it was Mark, was asking me, what does case mean? Copy and share everything. So I copied this card on the left and I made it into this card on the right. And some parts are the same and some parts are different. And that's kind of what we do as creators, is we get inspired by the different things we see around us and we make them our own, right? So shout out to Carolyn, who taught us this card, and now it kind of became that card. All right, we're going to bring Stevie back on here. And Stevie's going to help me give away a card from last time. If you'd like a chance to win the card from this week, all you need to do is share the video and leave a comment that you've shared, and then I'll put you in the draw for next week. Okay, Stevie. So last week on the show, we made this card, and I had this card also as an example because the backside of this bright colored orangey lemony paper is all blue mosaic. So I wanted to show both examples. So Stevie, who is the winner? Who shared the video last week? Regina! Yay! Awesome. My friend Regina from way over in Germany. Congratulations, my friend. So you can take your pick which one of these cards you would like. They both say enjoy today. And I hope that you always, all of you out there who join me on Make It Monday, will enjoy your day. Remember that you can find all the supplies that I used today and in every Make It Monday video on my website, inkyfingers.ca. And I would be honored if you chose me as your demonstrator. You'll also find on the website, you'll find the project tutorials, videos, blog posts going back for months. You'll find the events calendar for my upcoming classes and the current catalogs, of which there are now 3. And you can also sign up for my email newsletter, which I recommend because there's lots of fun stuff going on and I want to keep you in the loop. Happy Stampin'. Thank you again for joining me today. Have a great week. Bye-bye, everyone.